Oh man, we have back from the sphere after a cool down week. I feel like we needed that week though to just digest and
About
think about it a little bit and reflect on it. But
the greatness of the sphere.
yeah, I mean there were some haters, but mostly haters from home only.
Yeah.
But the people that were there like us, yeah, it was unreal, bro. I mean, everyone was telling me it was like gonna be like, oh, it's just gonna be like an IMAX theater type of thing. But when we walked through the curtains, I remember all of us, me, and my boy Justin, looked up and we're like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Yeah, when we walked in there, it was just all red, the screen, and then like, yeah, nobody in there too. We got there early as fuck. Got a use of all our money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, we was up in the heavens, and yeah, you could see the whole screen from there. So that was pretty cool about being up there, looking at the like able to actually experience like the LED screen like that and everything like that. So, but that shit was crazy. Like it made it seem like it was 3D. Hell of that stuff. Like the way it would come out, it felt like it was coming out the screen.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's 3D without having to have glasses or anything. So definitely felt like you're definitely immersed in it, and the environments change, and just the way they did the intros, and even we were even tripping out. They had a Wingstop commercial that we're like, what the fuck? That was trippy.
Yeah, but they only did one that night, and that one was like it was dope. I wish they would have done more.
Yeah, they should have definitely done more with all the sponsors. They should have done a little customized, a little commercial. But yeah, man, people complained about the fights because the main event was mainly grappling and wrestling. So you know how people don't like that style. But I mean, what did you think though?
I mean, the fights were well. It was like wasn't a lot of finishes, a lot of decisions, but all the fights were pretty solid. A lot of good back and forth. But then, of course, it's just what are you at every event? The event could be fire as fuck, but then so is the last two fights that that are left in your brain, especially when they're two title fights. But I mean, you can't be mad at Shevchenko. She did what she was gonna do. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like if Grasso, she just got completely dominated. The one that was like kind of weird, just O'Malley. O'Malley was like couldn't do like it's not even like he was getting like yoked. It was like yo, Marab was giving you a chance to like to stand up, and like he just looked weak. He looked whatever.
Yeah, maybe that what you said about the injury, what Cejudo said
Well,
about
he
the
said
injury.
O'Malley actually said that it was like his labrum that's hurt or whatever like that. So he said he has to get surgery on his shoulder. Like I guess that's in your shoulder, right? Labrum.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I guess he did come and fight, but like even like this is like 2 weeks old now. But yeah, like Dana White said that night in the press conference, like yeah, O'Malley he just looked flat, didn't look sharp, didn't look crisp. He just you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely didn't look like himself for sure. But yeah, Marab did exactly what we thought. He basically nonstop was going at it. But yeah, stood up a lot more
Super
than I expected.
tenacious. Nah, yeah, for
So
sure.
Shevchenko, obviously a legendary. That's her classic performance. She did what she needed to do. That's pure IQ. Like she had a game. It looked like she had a game plan, right? And then she saw it was working. She just definitely stuck with the game plan. So I fuck with that. And even though I lost because I had Grasso, which damn, I did not even realize our little picks here. Let me see. But yeah, man. Well, how about there were some good fights though. I mean, we had people were hyped on Lazy Boy, which I thought he didn't win
Ode.
the fight. Ode looked like he didn't look too bad.
Because the way he rocked that fool in the first round was insane. Like the way Lazy Boy got up, but yeah, I think Ode got robbed on that one. That was probably fight of the night, or no, the what's that guy? What do they call him? El Gringo,
Oh,
Ribovics.
Ribovic, the Argentinian,
Him and Zoe Huber was a good fight. Ribovic he's
banger.
out there. Yeah, that fool was like he's a beast. It was dope too. He came out to Roy Jones' slap, and Roy Jones was in the crowd rapping it. And then he told him in the back, he's like, "Hey, whenever you want me, I'll walk out with you next fight."
Oh man, yeah, man. So for the picks, I'm just gonna say it now. I didn't calculate, but it looks like we both went 0-4.
God
Uh,
damn. What about the hype killer?
the hype killer, where is he at? He had Roses, Yasmin. I guess I'll go over real quick here. Shout out to the hype. He had the Rosas first round sub, which didn't happen.
No, that went on
So
three.
Lopez first round KO almost
Yeah.
happened, but didn't happen.
Yeah.
And then O'Malley first round KO plus 500, and then the parlay Roses Yasmin pretty much busted everyone that was in the greasy parlays. Aldana and Zellhuber and Ronald.
Damn. You think about it now, it's like fade the Mexicans. God damn it.
Yeah, they didn't do too hot. I think it was like 2-7 or something along
Yeah,
those
they
lines.
did. And then one, it should have been 1-7 because
Yeah,
Lazy Boy got over.
Roses is the only real one, huh?
For real. Chihuahuas.
Chiwiwis, man. But yeah, man, we got to bounce back. But we had a great time there, even though we didn't win our bets in there like that. But hey, it was once in a lifetime, man. I hope it's not once in a lifetime. I hope it's possible to do it again in the future, and because they could even make it even better and try to up, what they did before. But that shit is too amazing. It's even hard to describe, man. I wonder what people saw at home. Like, obviously, it's not the exact same effect, but just the idea of it, the presentation is so great.
Yeah. Nah, hell yeah. My bad. I zoned out. But fucking nah, yeah, that was a crazy ass experience, man. Like I said, this year we hit up 300 and the UFC sphere. Like, I
Yeah,
could be good on UFC events for a while. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah, like
two.
you're not
Like,
gonna go out of your way for it.
yeah, I mean, like, I've already been to so many, but those two is like you got to make it like epic ones. Like, yeah, that's crazy. It was dope experience. Everything from the sphere. Got the Panoche jerseys and all that.
Yeah, man, you're right. The card has to be right now, as far as like the fights, because now all the shows are gonna be regular in an arena or something like that. So if that's the case, then you really got to focus on the card being something you like or a fighter that you really want to see or a
Mm-hmm.
big fan of. So that's kind of only the way it goes. Or like for me, like if I were to travel, then if I've never been to certain arenas, then I make a kind of an excuse to go. Oh, let's watch UFC at that arena. I've never been to that arena, type of thing.
Yeah, or
So,
excuse to go to a new city and watch a UFC too. Just be like,
exactly.
hey,
So
I'm gonna check out the city and go to the fights.
exactly. So I'm definitely with that. But moving forward here, we talk more. Y'all can hit us up if you want to talk about sphere shit. We got a nice fight night here. We got Moicano against Saint Denis in Paris, man. We. This is definitely an interesting one, man. But we'll start from the bottom here. It looks like there's a lot of fights here, man. More than 10. But this is crazy here. First up, we got Balaji Oki against Chris Duncan. Balaji Oki is a favorite minus 220 or so here. We got Duncan plus 180. I'm going to take a look and see what it is at now. But this is like interesting banger to open the fight card, man. I'm digging this matchup. Oki now minus 190 and Duncan plus 165, it looks like. But who do you like on this, man?
I'm probably gonna fade Duncan. Duncan is a scrapper for sure. He be talking the game too. You know, he's with the shits. I'll give him that. But I always be fading him too. So I'm gonna just keep it going.
Yeah. Look at him here. He's a solid fighter, but his chin has been questionable here. But he got finished by Manuel Torres most recently in the first round, which was a little disappointing here. Manuel Torres also got knocked out over in the sphere as well. So, and then before this, though, he did last with Yano Ajmus, and then a split between Omar Morales. That's some people can say that's even questionable here. But yeah, man. I mean, he's beaten some decent people, man. But his chin can be questionable. I think this is going to be a interesting challenge. As far as the odds, yeah, I do think that Chris Duncan's live, so I might be taking a shot on him. But this guy here, Oki, man, he might be the future. The Zulu Warrior from Belgium, 9-1, 9-fight win streak, man. Super athletic, never been finished, just been knocking fools out pretty much. Some submissions, but mainly just strikes. Most recently, though, he was in a split decision with Kwamba. But that was, his debut fight. So, usually the Contender Series debuts aren't the best. But I think Duncan here is live. I think the price is a little closer in this, and it's getting close to the right price for me. So I think there's still some value at plus 165 here. I think this should be more close to like a plus 140, 130, 140. So I'm going Duncan here, but look out for Oki in the future for sure.
For sure.
Next up, man. Oh, went too far. We got, let's see here. First horny fight. We got Nora Cornhole. Cornhole, great game. Against Jacqueline Cavalcante on a short turnaround fight, man. If you guys remember her,
Yeah, I
I
was
bet
about
on
to
her
say.
last time. from Portugal here. She's 7-1 prospect. She just finished or did a split decision with Josiah Nunez, but honestly, I don't even think it should have been a split decision at all. I thought she really beat up Nunez.
Yeah.
But Nora Cornhole here, older fighter. She's in her backyard in France, 8-1. But she's 34 years old here, man. Never been finished. And then she most recently knocked out Melissa Mullins here in a fight night here and beat Jocelyn Edwards right before that in her debut fight by decision. And Calvin Conti, man, this short turnaround does concern me, but I like what I saw, man. I like what I saw for the most part. She did show that she had a chin. And I think striking-wise, she's much better in cornhole. Cornhole's going to have to try to, like, pin her against the cage and make it scrappy and do that type of vibe, But I'm starting to learn that just because you're in your backyard sometimes doesn't necessarily automatically mean, you have that big of an advantage as what we would think, especially depending on where it is. And I think France, a lot of people travel for France, so not a big deal. I just don't like the short turnaround, but I do like Calvin Conti here. Price is, what is it, minus 185 right now? That's a little steep, but minus 205 right now. So it's kind of getting to my limit here, but I like Calvin Conti. How about you?
Yeah, I'm with you. I got Calvin Conte as well.
Yeah,
she's Portuguese,
prospect
right?
here, man. Yeah, from Portugal. So she's not too far off from France. You know what I mean? It's like a quick flight. You could also take a train ride. So it's like people here traveling within states, to flying from one state to another type of thing. That's the distance. So I think that's not going to be an issue. Next up, we got, an interesting one, man. Daniel Barez against Victor Altamirano. Man, Daniel Barez here, 16-6 from Spain, never been knocked out. He most recently lost to Filio, and he's kind of old. Like, if you look at here, he's 35 years old already, man. But yeah, he's just starting his career a little late. He was in the Contender Series in the past and lost in a split decision, but now he's kind of back again. I think he's strong and kind of skilled. And Victor Altamirano, I don't know what to think. 12-4, El Magnifico, but he's 33 already. I mean, he's decent, but I feel like he doesn't throw power, and he's recently lost to Dos Santos and Tim Elliott. So that's the part that kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't like the old guy that much. And as far as the odds, it's kind of up there. Altamirano is minus 120. Perez is plus like 105 or something. I mean, coin flip, I'm going to take the dog, right? Like, I think Perez is better on the ground. I think he could keep up with the striking. Whereas Altamirano is kind of like just doing crazy. She's trying to be too creative, and I don't think he's been effective enough. But not 100% sure if I'm on fire on it. But I like Perez. How about you?
Yeah, damn near Perez. Like you said, Altamirano, he's on like L2, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the homeboy, like you said.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Now we got the
Baez
real
or Perez?
I don't know how the Spaniards say it, how the Vosotros say it.
Nice.
We got to ask
somebody call
Jimmy.
Saul Jimmy.
Yeah, we'll call him photo friend. Barez. It's Barez. Next up, man, we got the actual horny fight of the card, bro. We got Eileen Perez against Daria Zeleznyakova. Okay, from Russia here.
I gotta ride the thoughtiness of Eileen Perez. If you guys follow this chick, just if you're into horny things, you gotta go check this girl out. She be leaning all into it. Yeah, she just a little freak.
That's all funny. Yeah, she's
from Argentina,
OnlyFans,
right?
Yeah, a lot of people want to do the OnlyFans fade, but she's a solid grappler as far as wrestling goes.
Yeah, she brings it. Like, I don't know, her last few fights, she's shown that she's getting like better kind of too. So I feel like this might be a good fight for her.
Yep, and she's shown to been able to take hits and been able to survive them. So I think she's a decent fighter for what she is. Never been knocked out. And she's been winning by unanimous decision. I mean, the competition is just average, but for me, I think she's going to be pretty decent. However, the line does indicate she is kind of a big favorite here. She's minus 230. The other chick coming back is plus 200. So that is a little concerning. But this chick right here, the Iron Lady, Daria, 9-1, 28 years old, man. She's on a 2-fight win streak. pure striker. It looks like she's a kickboxer here. She beat Maserat Rendon. And then before that, if you guys know Melissa Mullins, she lost to her. And Melissa Mullins is up and comer as well. I don't know, man. I don't trust this lady. At the same time, I hate laying minus 230 with Perez because of her style. She doesn't seem to knock a lot of people out either. She's just a grind it out type of win, but win the minutes. So if it stays standing, I think Daria is going to be able to start piecing her up. I don't think she's going to knock her out, but maybe piece her up. Whereas Perez is going to have to get to that grappling. Not even the full clinch. I'm talking about straight taking her ass down and just trying to maul her, that type of stuff. So I lean on the Perez side and I'll pick her for the win, but I'm not sure yet if I want to be taking minus 230 on a Perez fight. But for those looking for that OnlyFans, you could subscribe to her OnlyFans. She's the twerk girl. She'll twerk in the cage too. So check out for that. Next up, man, we got this is a decent matchup. We got Taylor Lapilus against Vince Morales. We got.
You said this is the
This
Lapilus fight. Oh, okay, I thought the Gomes one. The Gomes one is which I'm like, that one's gonna be. That's a hard one.
The William Gomes, yeah. Lapilus here is minus 360 right now. Morales is almost like a plus 300, which is pretty crazy, man. Lapilus, if you guys remember him, he's pretty decent, well-rounded. He beat Cody Stallman by decision, lost to Farid Basharat, and beat Cowan Lauren, which is that redhead guy, which I've been trying to fade as a big favorite here. But yeah, Vince Morales, man, he's kind of a V for Vendetta here. He's been around, 33 years old. He's on a little streak. Most recently, he beat Hunter Azure on the regional scenes. Hunter Azure has been in the UFC like a couple times, I think. And he was on was it the Ultimate Fighter season where he was the vet or something like that. But yeah, man, he beat him. So I think that's a pretty decent win, but very new here. So, for me, I'm going Lapilus here. I think that's a parlay piece. I like what I've seen with Lapilus in the better competition.
Lapilus.
And he's at home, I guess, for what it matters.
Yeah, I got to go with the Frenchie on this one. But I feel like this guy he's fighting, what's his name?
Vince Morales.
Yeah, I feel like he could be a dog, too. He can make it a scrap and throw that dude off his game. But I'm going to have to go with the Frenchie.
For sure. They're juicing it for a reason, Yeah. Okay, here's an interesting fight here. Not really. The odds are crazy, but we got Ludovic Klein. It's probably like a minus 800, minus 900 against Roosevelt Roberts, another vet from the Ultimate Fighter as well. So this is his second stint in the UFC. Ludovic Klein, man, he's just showing to get better. Crazy striking.
He's been on a tear too, right, lately?
Yep, he most recently beat up Thiago Moises, AJ Cunningham, Bahamondes, draw with Jai Herbert, beat Mason Jones, Devontae Smith, man. So he's been doing solid ever since his 2 losses, man. He's really bounced back, and he's just a huge favorite for a reason. Do I love that price? No. Roosevelt Roberts has been in the UFC, and he was on the Ultimate Fighter season as a vet as well. But he most recently got finished in the first round by Mateus Rebecki, and then lost to Austin Hubbard on the Ultimate Fighter. So he's been on a little losing streak, man. And to be honest, I'm with it. I don't think he's going to win here. I'm going with the favorite. Don't love the price, but I think Ludovic Klein could even knock him out.
Yeah, I'm going with Klein though also.
Klein. I think the knockout is not even worth it. I bet. Where is it out here? Knockout of Ludovic Klein is minus 115. So it's not even plus money, but, probably. Next up, this is a good one here. Umar C against Da Woong Jung. This is a huge favorite here. 10-0, real prospect from France. Light heavyweights, man. They needed a light heavyweight guy. This is kind of their guy. Their next like Cyril Gane maybe guy. But he's a huge favorite. 10-fight win streak, well-rounded, has the physique, has the size. Obviously won his first UFC fight against Tokos, whatever his name is, but rear naked choke in the first round. So I think, he could really knock this guy out, and I think they're just feeding this fool. So juicy parlay piece. But look at my boy Yellow Excellence, 15-5, 30 years old, 3-fight losing streak though. He lost to Olberg, Devin Clark, Dustin Jacoby. decent competition he's fought like for the 205, but at the end of the day, I don't think they're giving him Umar so he could win. You know what I mean? So, but it's juice to the tits, minus 500 or something. Yeah, it is. Well, who do you like, man?
Yeah, I gotta go with the super prospect, bro. The Umar, what's the name? Dr. Umar.
Umar C.
Umar C.
Dr.
Yeah.
Umar C. Oh, man. Oh, here we go. We got the bangers. The Ion Kutalaba's back, baby, against Ivan Ersland.
He's at
Now we
205 too,
got
right?
this is at 205, yeah. We got the Hulk here, 17-10. He lost his last fight. Obviously he's been a striker, trying to grapple a little bit, but he just wants to just throw haymakers. Lost to
Yeah.
Philip Lins, red flag.
Yeah.
And
Well,
he
I mean,
only
for
beat
that kind
Tanner
of
Boser.
style, and it was a close fight, but like, who's the guy he's fighting?
Ivan, yeah, interesting guy here. Let's see. We have 14-3. This guy's 32 years old, man. So not super spring chicken here. But most recently, he was from the KSW League.
Oh, I
So
gotta
this is going to be his
go.
debut,
Yeah.
man.
What's Eon by
Uh,
TKO knockout?
Eon, I'm on the same page. I'm leaning towards Eon Kutalaba here. Kutalaba by KO's plus 125 on Bet Online. So yeah, at least it's plus money. But yeah, I like Elon Kutalaba here. I think, obviously it comes with risk here. If you're gonna bet on Elon Kutalaba, right? And the odds are pretty close. But I just think this is the style that he can fight against, and they're both gonna be striking. He might get knocked out, but this is gonna be his shot to like really prove is he gonna be worth being in the UFC at all, man? Because he's kind of on and off type of guy, man. People had high hopes for him, but he really just was disappointing. So how you lose to Johnny Walker?
For real. Well, I mean, Johnny Walker, he's kill or be killed, but he just be getting
Yeah.
killed and murdered.
He's the
like,
guy that I always give a
flatlined.
chance over and over again.
Just because
But
you always think the athletic, talent, and then like who he's been there with, you feel like this is it, but then he just always just gets fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
yeah, man, that shit is crazy. Next up, man, we got an interesting
Rivola.
fight, man. For Matt Frivola, the steamroller Frivola against Fares Ziam. Man, the smile killer, man. This guy's like from the movie Smile. 15-4, 27 years old, getting into his prime, man. Never been knocked out. Technical type of fighter. Just did a split to Claudio Puelles and beat Jai Herbert, Michael Figlack.
Oh, that's a good
Lost to
win.
Terrence McKinney. Sketch.
That's another one though. That's like he's really good unless he gets killed, like not murdered too.
And you got this guy, sick outfit. Looks like a independent wrestler here type of look.
Yeah, fucking John Moxley ass dude.
34 years old, man. This guy, people's been questioning his chin, but he's fought decent ass competition, man. Most recently got knocked out by Saint Denis. Beat Drew Dober, knocked him out. Beat Atman Azatar.
He was on a cool little run out of nowhere, resurgence, because he's another one where we just said Terrence McKinney beat him, and he beat him in like 30 seconds or something like that. Remember?
Yeah. Pretty crazy, man.
I think I don't know. This guy's like a wild man. Like I don't know. Like he comes out of nowhere sometimes with big wins, but I don't know. I think Frenchie might be too technical for him.
Oh man, Fares Zion, man, it's minus 130 right now. Frivola plus 110. Yeah, I mean, Fares Zion could get knocked out, but he hasn't yet because Frivola could be throwing bombs, and he's a vet. But I'm going Zion here. I think Zion minus 130 is a good price in France. He's a technical striker, getting in his prime. You've seen him slowly improving, and I think if it does go to the ground, he's going to be able to at least try to get back up and try to keep it striking here. So. But I'm going Ziam as well, so I think that's the move here. But Frivola does come out hot, the steamroller. Next up, man, there's hella fights on this card. But yeah, we're getting to the main card. That was the opener for the main card. Yeah. Now we got Morgan Sherrari against Gabriel Miranda. This is one of those big odds type of shit again, man. This is what we got. The odds are sorry. Oh yeah, minus 700 Ferrari. Miranda's plus 500. Man, that shit's crazy. But Ferrari's super prospect. He's like the little Uzi of MMA right now. He has the dreads when he fights, like the colored one, a lot of times. But yeah, man, he's pretty well rounded. He's athletic. He lost a split to Chepe Mariscal, which was a close fight. And Mariscal, as we've seen, real solid, man, and really another good up and coming fighter. So Gabriel Miranda, on the other hand, we got 17-6, also pretty solid, man. But he's 34 years old, older in his career, submission grappler. So he's gonna want to take it to the ground. So it's all about if Ferrari could defend those takedowns and keep it standing. But he's been knocked out before, so I think Ferrari could definitely finish this guy by knockout. Just can't obviously make sure he's not falling into the guard or anything of Miranda when he does knock him down. But I'm going Ferrari. Knockout is minus 165. It's kind of gross. But yeah, if you want to be greasy about it, Morgan Ferrari, but the odds are way too wide.
Yeah, little Uzi, old school Uzi for sure. Even though he
Yeah,
has had a
going in
losses in but yeah, I just gotta go with the French parlay. Except for
the French.
Kevin Giuseppe. I'm not fucking with him.
You said, which is the next fight here, bro? Get it in there. This is interesting for me, bro. But you said, like you mentioned, transitioned over 10-2 from France. 31 years old, 5-fight win streak, pretty damn solid. But he's gonna want to strike. He beat Kenan Song by decision. Kiefer Crosby here, he beat by rear naked choke in the first round. So he's had a couple fights, and then we all got a crowd favorite here, man. I like Brian Battle. 10-2. He's a tall ass motherfucker, 30 years old, getting his prime pretty much. Well rounded, bro. He could strike. He's long, and he got a submission game like crazy on the ground too. He's never been knocked out. And that last fight was the Ange Lusa where he's beating up the boy, and dudes had an accidental eye poke and said he couldn't continue. So it was a no contest when he was about to lose. Yeah, man. I mean, I think we're on the same page here, but yeah, Brian Battle, some money's come back on Gisette because I bet Brian Battle, it was like a minus 160, minus 155, minus 160. And like yesterday, he was like all the way up to like minus 180 or minus 185. And now it's coming back down where he's about minus 160 and Gisette's plus 140. But yeah, I mean, stylistic matchup, just everything about it. How can you bet against Brian Battle, man? Like, he got that dog in him. He has revenge. He got something to prove. And he's well-rounded, man. So, I mean, what else is there? Who do you like?
Yeah, Battle. I'm high on Battle, man. I hope this isn't the spot where he lets me down, but like he's just been like moving up, like, you know what I'm saying? Even like his last fight he got played, but he looked on fire in that fight. I feel like he's only getting better, so I feel like Saturday's gonna showcase some, even looking even better against Giuseppe. Even though Giuseppe's tough out, you know what I'm saying? Especially in French, it's like, he's out there, but I don't know. He's probably like best bet for me. Battle.
Hey, yeah, he needs this win because he felt like he got robbed last time too. That's something that's huge. Yeah, so he was definitely pissed on that shit. So, but hope he still stays technical. And we got to watch the scales too on his ass because he does have to cut a lot of weight, and a lot of times he looks a little sketch. Here we go. We got your boy, man. Carlton. No, William Gomes against Joe Anderson Brito from the favelas.
Man, Brito's the way he fights is just like, you know what I'm saying? He's just trying to kill you, everything. And then Gomes, he's like really slick, technical, you know what I'm saying? Could move and stuff like that. So it's all about if he doesn't get like, well, I mean, Brito's like live the whole fight, but it's all about if he can like escape that power and not get hit with a hot shot, you know what I mean? Because Brito's gonna be coming at you the whole fight, just bricks in his hand, trying to sleep you, not caring. So yeah, because he lose his last fight, or he won.
Brito, this guy is 17-3, man, 29 years old, looks 40, well-rounded. Those bombs.
No, he's on the street.
No, he beat Jack Shore. If you remember, he started leg kicking his shin so much that he had a huge gash.
Yeah.
So they had to stop it. Ugh.
Oh yeah, they stopped it for a cut.
Yeah, you beat Jonathan Pierce, Weston Wilson. I mean, some okay competition. So I think this is a great matchup. Different styles, like you said, like he's more technical, wants a clean fight. Joe Anderson Brito, he could take it anywhere you want it, and he's throwing bombs. He's not afraid to get dirty. And but at the same time, Gomes surprisingly has shown that he has some chin. He hasn't been knocked out yet. And his striking's nice, right? So, but at the same time, I'm with you here. Obviously, Joe Anderson Brito is a big favorite, minus 280. Go now. Gomes is plus 240. So I'm going Brito here. I like Brito. I think he's a good parlay piece to piece with something in the main card. And as far as what I think prop wise, I think Brito could possibly even choke this full out, man. It's only plus 250 though, so a little sketch, but yeah, I like Brito, man. I like Brito.
Yeah,
But if it becomes a technical fight and Gomes could, keep it like that, it's going to be more him. It's going to look way nicer.
yeah, I think he might be able to do it. That fool looks hella funny. His little picture.
Yeah, Carlton from the new Fresh
Yeah,
Prince type of vibes. Next up, man, we got the co-main event. We got Nasruddin Imamov against Brendan Allen. All in, baby, all in, Allen. Imamov, man, I feel like he's like almost like a villain to American fans. He's a Russian French dude. You know what I mean?
for
That's
real.
like the villain type. Like, where's the
Yeah,
transporter
man.
at?
His last fight was against Cannonier, right?
Yeah, last fight here wasn't too long ago. Here was Cannonier in June, so just for 3 months ago, where he finished Cannonier in the fourth round. It was a close fight for the most part, but like once he started, Cannonier started getting shook and pieced up in that fourth, pretty much got took over, and it was great, man. I know I went contrarian here because we all love Cannonier, but I remember that, but. Brendan Allen, man, 24-5. He's kind of like low key and just going crazy. And I remember this because I remember one of my bigger bets back in the day when I really started betting a lot of UFC heavily was this Chris Curtis fight here, man. So I was following this fool since he'd been in the UFC. So I bet against him against Carl Roberson, against Soriano. And then I was like, I'm going to ride this train out, right? And I bet against him. I bet with him against Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis beat his ass, knocked him out the first time. So I was like, damn, bro. Hurt me too because Brendan Allen was like a huge favorite in that fight. Then I came back and just kept betting him pretty much all the way throughout the rest of the way, like just nonstop, and even bet on him against the rematch too, bro. And he barely won. Arguably, he didn't win. Some people say it was controversial, but so he's the real deal, man. And obviously, he's gotten chin. He's down to fight, but he's a submission guy, man. It's gonna be striker versus submission, but he does get hit a lot, man. So for me, man, I'm still going back and forth on these, but I think it's going to be Imamov, man. I think I got to keep riding Imamov because I've been also on that train lightweight. In France, like, why not Imamov? Why not Imamov, man? But he is a favorite, minus 210 right here. So you can say there's value on Allen, but I think Imamov does it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm pulling for Brendan Allen, but I got my bread is on Imamov. I think he's just gonna be. I mean, like Brandon Allen got that, like he got the same skills, but I feel like Imamov's just gonna be a little cleaner and shit like that. And also it's gonna be. I feel like the French shit's gonna help him a lot too.
Yep. So if it becomes close, you never know. They're gonna start sliding that way, that
Yeah,
wee way.
Jacques Lebleu.
But I'm a fan of All In Allen, man. I got a gloves. He was one of the people that signed my gloves. So shout outs Brendan Allen.
He too busy scrapping Marvin Vittori at PFL.
Hey, hell yeah, bro. He's the real deal, bro. He's like one of like Demo's white friends from Vallejo type of vibe going
Hey,
on.
was Cyril Gahn fight supposed to be on this?
Let me check. Nah.
Was
But
that was
I
Abu
thought
Dhabi?
Shuragan had to pull out.
That's
Yeah, I think
that's
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi, right? No, Volkov pulled out because of knee injury.
Yeah, I just saw that too.
But I
Crazy.
thought I
People's
thought it was
getting
on this. I thought it was this card because it's French. That's why.
Yeah, I wonder why he's not headlining or fighting anyone on this card. It's like Shuragan is like one of the biggest French guys at that one point, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's putting French
Well, I
fighting on
guess
the map.
needed it for Abu Dhabi.
Too much wee wees. we got the main event here: Renato Moicano against Benoit Saint Denis. Man, this is gonna be I fuck with this matchup here. This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Saint Denis, 13-2, 28 years old. He's in his prime, bro. And as much as he's a guy that people say is in a dog fight, always down to scrap, he has more submissions more than anything. He's really into wrestling, but he's always down to strike and throw bombs. And I think they kind of have somewhat similar styles, except obviously the jiu-jitsu on Moicano is like unmatched. Money Moicano, 19-5. If you guys watch this podcast, now Money Moicano, baby. But he's 35 years old, man. He's getting like a resurgence in his later years, right? That Jalen Turner, bro, we were there. He like damn near got slept, and Jalen Turner turned his back, and he came back and just
Man, we were smoking.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. We were seeing the screen through it, right? Like we're like, what the fuck? And I remember, I bet Jalen Turner that fight. I was just like, what the fuck, bro?
Man, yeah, hey, you bring up a good point. But I feel like I don't know. Allegedly, Denis, his last fight, he was really, you know what I'm saying, like fighting staff and stuff like that. Yeah, and in that fight, he was looking cool against Poirier. So I feel like I don't know, Moicano, he be like getting messed up a lot in his fights. If Denis like the real deal as he was being touted to be, I feel like he should win this like easily. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially in France, like this is set up for him to kind of bounce back and redeem himself from the staph
Yeah,
infection, as long as he doesn't have staph again.
Because at the same time, Moicano, he's like, he's like only like he's hella one dimensional. You know what I'm saying? His striking is like it's not always there.
Not Dustin Poirier.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the need Chris Benoit is a bounce back for him.
For sure. No, I'm with you here, man.
What's the knee by like TKO?
That's a good one. Denis by TKO is plus 115, the most likely outcome. But I like it. Plus money. When he's a minus 265. But
can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm fucking with that. I don't think it goes 5 rounds necessarily, right? The under over is at 2.5 though, but it's a main event, so it's gonna be 5 rounds if it gets there. But yeah, I'm with you. I think Saint Denis as well. I would parlay him. I would bet him straight. I love Moicano, and he is like don't fuck around and be on the ground with him because he can take your back and just submit you real quick. Even when he's on his back, he can be dangerous. But I think Saint Denis has enough ground game, and obviously he's been training to make sure that he can prevent that. And on the feet, between these two are dogs, but Moicano's chin has been questionable, bro. More so than Saint Denis, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm going Saint Denis as well. That's a good one. Best bet material, man. But there it is, man. We got a little bounce back here as well. So I'm you want to go first or you want me to go?
Yeah, I could go first. Okay. I'm gonna do off the rip. We'll do Saint Denis that TKO by against Moicano. Yeah. Also Brian Battle straight up.
TKO.
We're gonna do a French connection, the Charre, Gomis, Lapilly, and Imamov.
Okay.
And then damn. Hold up. I was just doing it off the top of the dome. I need to see the fights. Who else is there? Man, I could have sworn Cyril Gone was on this shit.
That would have been dope. But it's also early card, guys. Don't forget.
Hey,
for Pacific time, it's going to be 9 a.m. for the early prelims from the beginning. So it's going to be a good Saturday then because everyone's hyped for college football. I'll be definitely tuning into UFC heavy.
UFC Paris. Here, I finally got it. My bad. Yeah, I'll do Ferris Ziam. Straight up.
Ferris Ziam, minus 130. That's a good one. All right. Yep. Ziam, minus 130. All right. I'm actually got some similars, but I try to keep it a little different. But I already got to start with Ziam. I like Ziam here. Minus 130. I already bet him. Yeah, that's the end. I do like Battle too, but I have my concerns. But I'm probably gonna. I already bet it, but I might put more on it. Not sure. But for the sake of the show here, I'm gonna go Saint Denis just straight minus 265 right now. And Calvin Conti, where's she at here? Yeah, let's go Calvin Conti. Minus what 205 right now. Yeah, Calvin Conti minus 205. And last but not least, man, do I really believe in you're the Hulk here, man? The Hulk.
I mean, I think he should get it, bro. Who's this guy they putting in there out of nowhere?
Right? Oh, how about this? I'm going plus money. I'm going small plus money. I'm going like the Vasotro say, Barres. All right. I'm going Barres here, man, at plus 105.
Paráis vosotros.
So that's going to be the good monies. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all, man. We had the Sphere. It was a crazy time. Shout out to
Crazy time,
Jason.
bro.
Okay,
Shout
listen.
out.
I'm not sure.
I'm almost like, is that his name? I was like, damn. Been calling him something else the whole time. But yeah, man, shout out to Sphere. It was sick as fuck. Don't let the haters fool you wrong. That venue is crazy. Like for concerts, be sick as hell. Like they gotta get somebody dope in there. And also if you take like shrooms and go in there, it would probably be crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I hope they start bringing more. I know they're doing the rave thing there, so that's a little intense. You can't really smoke this, a non-smoking environment for sure.
I
I mean,
know, trash.
there's somebody doing something, but
Yeah, there's people hitting vapes for sure the whole time.
yeah, but it ain't heavy. It ain't heavy like that in there. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, shout out to that. It's a great time. Go if you can, or save up or something. But shout out to all y'all, man. But till next time,
Peace and
go check
love.
out Group Chat on Wax. Peace.